شكرا يا ربي شكرا هديت قلبي شكرا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه إلى يوم الدين وبعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. All praises belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank him, we shower his mercy upon the noblest of mankind, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his wife, his household, his companions, and all the believers that trend his footpath to the day of reckoning. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to count us among them. We welcome you once more to DEEN TV, Strengthening Your Iman, episode 5. Inshallah, today we are going to be talking on the topic Al-Iman. And this is very much close to the theme of this program, Strengthening Your Iman. This Iman that we have been thinking of how to strengthen, today we are going to look at that directly. Al-Iman. Iman, if you listen to the word, it simply means faith. It simply means belief. When you look at the pillars of Islam, the first one from among them is Al-Iman, for you to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a level you attain not just by saying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one alone. That is Islam. After Islam, there is Iman. After Iman, there is Ihsan, there is Ikhlas. All of these are great that one must attain in the religion as it continues to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why in Surah Al-Hujurat, Quran chapter 49, verse 14, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought the case of the Bedouin. Allah says, قَالَتِ الْأَعْرَابُ آمَنَّا قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا وَلَكِنْ قُولُوا أَسْلَمْنَا. The Bedouin came to the Prophet and was saying, I have Iman, Amanna, we have Iman, and this is our Iman. The Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, tell him that no, that is Islam. You are just a Muslim, you are not a mu'min yet. So this is a level that someone attains when he grows like that. This Iman, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam describes it, and the Prophet says that Iman is of 70 branches. A'laha, the highest of it is qawlun la ilaha illallah, for someone to declare that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa adnaha imatat aidan tariq, the smallest of it is for you to remove harmful substance from the way. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, innal haya min al iman, shyness is part of Iman. So Iman has different branches like this, and all of them are important that we must have to practice them. Then we must have to also talk about the articles of Iman, the pillars of Iman, Arkanul Iman. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Hadith al-Jibreel, the Hadith of Umar bin Khattab, he mentioned them when the angel asked him, فَأَخْبِرْنَا عَنِ الْإِيمَانِ, tell me what is Iman? And he said, Al-Iman an tu'mina billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wa tu'minu bil qadr khayrihi wa sharrihi. Now it is for you to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his angels, his books, his messengers on the day of judgment, and you believe in the destiny, the good aspect of it and the bad aspect of it. All of this constitutes Al-Iman. When someone has this full belief in all of these things, then the person can say now that he has Iman. And we cannot know who really has Iman. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that can know, because Iman is a matter of the heart. It is something that is accompanied with your fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for someone to believe in all of this, each of them has some things that you must have to believe in, but there's no time for us to dwell on their explanation. Now, what are some of the things that someone may have in him and person will know that he has Iman? Let us look at the hadith of the Prophet and Umar bin Khattab. The Prophet asked the companion, Amu'minuna antum, are you believers? Do you have Iman? And everyone kept quiet, and Umar bin Khattab says, Qala na'am. He said, yes, I have Iman. And the Prophet asked him, Ma haqiqatu imanuk, what is the reality of your Iman? What is your level of Iman? How do you know you have Iman? And Umar bin Khattab, he mentioned three things, that الصبر عند البلاء والشكر في الرخاء والرضا بالقضاء. We appreciate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala whenever he does something good for us. We exercise patience when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala afflicts us with something, and whenever Allah decrees something, we are pleased with the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These three things are very much important whenever someone wants to take care of his Iman. And we must have to know that Iman increases and decreases. Iman increases and decreases. Whenever the Iman of someone decreases, his heart becomes hardened and strong. That, like the description Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ثُمَّ قَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم مِّن بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ فَهِيَ كَالْحِجَارَةِ أَوْ أَشَدُّ قَسْوَةً وَإِنَّ مِنَ الْحِجَارَةِ لَمَا يَشَّقَّقُ فَيَخْرُجُ مِنْهُ الْمَاءُ وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا لَمَا يَتَفَجَّرُ فَيَخْرُجُ مِنْهُ الْمَاءُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that then their hearts became hardened. This is because their Iman dropped.
The heart became hardened like the stone, or even stronger than the stone. This is what happens to a believer when he loses his iman and his heart become strong. Now, what are some of the things that increase the iman of someone? Because it is very much important to strengthen the iman of a believer. The Sahaba used to tell one another, the way we tell one another, come, let us go and play football, come, let us go and watch film, come, let us go and do one or two things like that. The Sahaba, they used to tell one another, Ta'al nukmil sa'a, come, let us go and strengthen our iman. Come, let us go and put iman in ourselves. And they will do some act of ibadah. Among the things that increase iman is recitation of the glorious Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used that to describe the believers in Surah Al-Anfal, Quran chapter 8. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. Indeed, the believers are those that whenever the Quran is mentioned for them, whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned, their hearts will tremble. Whenever the verses of the glorious Quran is recited to them, their iman will become strengthened and strong and increases, and they rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the recitation of the Quran. Among the things that help us to increase our iman is thinking of death, constant thinking of death, visiting of the grave. The Prophet ﷺ advised us, Akthiru zikr, ahdimul ladhat al-maut. Increase your thinking continuously about the destroyer of desires, that is death. Let us always think about death. It softens our heart. Visit the grave, see people that were alive with you, they are now dead. It softens the heart and it increases iman. Going to da'wah, places where matters of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being discussed, matters of the hereafter is being discussed. Cut yourself away from this dunya. These are the ways to increase iman. Mind what you say. Reduce your level of talking. For the one who speaks less is better than the one who say a lot of things and there are no benefits in them. So let us take note of all of this. And when someone has iman, when iman is with you, you are safe. You do not grieve. You are not afraid of anything. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described the iman of the Sahaba in Surah Al-Imran verse 273. Allah says, الَّذِينَ قَالَ لَهُمُ النَّاسُ إِنَّ النَّاسَ قَدْ جَمَعُوا لَهُمْ فَاخْشَوْهُمْ. People that were said to, people have gathered in ambush waiting for you, so fear them instead for them to fear. فَقَالُوا فَزَادَهُمْ إِيمَانًا. Their iman became strengthened. فَقَالُوا حَسْبُنَا اللَّهُ وَنِعْمَ الْوَكِيلُ. And they say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is enough for us as a protector. This is the sweetness of iman. Let us end with the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that talked about someone that has tasted from the sweetness of iman. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ذاق طعم الإيمان من رضي بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيه ورسوله. He has tasted from the sweetness of iman. The one that is pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as his Lord, as the messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam as his prophet, and Islam as his religion. When you have these three things, you have tasted from the sweetness of iman. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to put iman in our hearts. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase our iman, to strengthen our iman for us. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.